Welcome to Southwest Desert, where adventure meets the arid beauty of the American Southwest. Join us as we explore the rugged landscapes, uncover hidden historical gems, and dive deep into the rich legends and culture of this iconic region. Subscribe now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our latest desert adventures. Please leave a like or comment. This is very helpful. Let's journey together into the heart of the Southwest Desert. In May of 1850, a grim discovery was made near Wagon Mound along the Santa Fe Trail. 10 men lay dead, their mail scattered and destroyed after an Apache Ute attack. These weren't soldiers or settlers, but mail carriers, tasked with connecting America's expanding nation through written correspondence. This is the story of the brave men who carried America's mail across 900 miles of challenging and dangerous terrain on the Santa Fe Trail, where letters traveled on muleback through blizzards, deserts, and hostile territories. The story begins with the Mexican-American War. By 1846, the United States was fighting for control of vast territories in the Southwest. As American forces under Colonel Stephen Watts Kearny marched toward Santa Fe, mail would soon become a critical lifeline for military communication. On March 3, 1847, the 29th Congress authorized 2 mail routes, one from Independence, Missouri to Santa Fe via Bent's Fort, and another from Independence to Oregon Territory. This decision came during tumultuous times. The war was raging, and the Taos Uprising had recently resulted in the death of Charles Bent, the newly appointed American governor. Establishing regular postal service faced enormous challenges. The Southwest was under military control, tensions with Plains Indians were rising, and nearly 900 miles of difficult terrain separated the endpoints. While Fort Leavenworth had enjoyed postal service since 1828, Santa Fe wouldn't have an official post office until 1849. Before any official mail service began, courageous individuals were already carrying messages across the wilderness. The first documented express left Santa Fe on October 17, 1846, taking the Cimarron cutoff route eastward. Thomas O. Boggs undertook one of the most harrowing early mail journeys. In December 1846, Boggs departed Santa Fe with 6 companions on muleback, facing the full fury of a plains winter. Their route took them north to Bent's Fort before turning east, a path that would become known as the Mountain Route. The journey proved nightmarish. Near Coon Creek, Pawnee warriors attacked the party, stealing 9 of their mules. Boggs and his men were forced to walk the remaining 300 miles to Fort Leavenworth in the dead of winter. Remarkably, Boggs returned to the trail that March with 10 men, 2 wagons, and a heavy cargo of mail, this time with military escort. January 1847 saw another brave attempt when Solomon P. Sublette left Fort Leavenworth with 3 companions to deliver Washington dispatches to Colonel Sterling Price in Santa Fe. They made it and returned in April with government dispatches and mail. Not all attempts succeeded. Thomas J. Caldwell left Santa Fe in February 1847 with 12 men and several wagons, but encountered such heavy snow that they abandoned the mail just 25 miles east of the Cimarron crossing of the Arkansas River. By spring 1847, it became clear that successful mail service required way stations along the route. In April, Fort Mann was established midway between Fort Leavenworth and Santa Fe on the north bank of the Arkansas River, providing a crucial rest station and wagon repair facility. That same month, a trading post was established at Council Grove by Albert G. Boone and James G. Hamilton. These developments weren't just convenient. They were life-saving necessities where mail carriers could repair equipment, rest animals, seek shelter, and find protection from attacks. By mid-1847, regular express mail was developing. Francis X. Aubrey emerged as a significant figure, delivering mail to Independence in late April. The Missouri Volunteers brought mail to Independence in May, and Aubrey returned during summer with more mail. One of the most colorful characters was Jim Beckwourth, who left Santa Fe in November 1847. His journey showcased the strategic thinking required, stopping at Fort Mann for fresh mules, avoiding military units when prudent, and taking cross-country shortcuts when advantageous. On his return journey, which began January 2, 1848, he encountered Francis X. Aubrey and Robert Fisher's eastbound express, evidence that the trail was becoming a communication corridor. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, ratified in March 1848, ended the Mexican-American War but didn't immediately change the mail handling systems. However, mail service was increasingly formalized through contracts. B.F. Chouteau secured a $1,000 contract for Santa Fe to California mail service, while G.R. Gibson and Major Singer handled mail to the States. By late 1848, public dissatisfaction was growing. The Santa Fe Republican criticized the system, noting a 2-month gap in news and calling for congressional action. Citizens were beginning to expect reliable communication, not just occasional deliveries. In response, Newman established a private letter delivery service in November, and J.W. Folger secured a $600 contract in December for round-trip service between Fort Leavenworth and Santa Fe. 1849 saw mail service expanding further. Saron St. Vrain took multiple contracts that winter and spring. In June, the Haygood Mail Expedition departed Santa Fe with a diverse party including mail carriers, merchants, and a military escort under Captain Abraham Buford of the 1st Dragoons. By midsummer, James C. Bean secured a $100 contract for one-way service to Fort Leavenworth, carrying over 400 letters from California to Santa Fe, plus the regular Santa Fe mail. The territory was not just connecting to the east but serving as a communication hub for the far west. Danger remained constant. August 1849 saw William Bent abandon Bent's Fort, removing a key waypoint on the mountain branch. More tragically, in late October, the J.M. White Party was attacked by Jicarilla Apache. White and several others were killed, while his wife, daughter, and servant were abducted. In response, a November mail expedition under John Phillips and James Clay set out with a 20-man escort from the 1st Dragoons. By early 1850, a monthly express pattern had been established with Daniel P. Mann providing mail service in January. Military escorts were reduced during winter when Indian activity typically decreased. March saw Clay and Hendrickson undertake an express to Fort Leavenworth with a single wagon. Their return journey, beginning April 18th with a man named Branton, would become one of the most tragic episodes in mail service history. Along the way, their party grew to 10 men after joining with stranded travelers. Near Wagon Mound around May 7th, disaster struck. An Apache Ute war party attacked, killing all 10 men and destroying the mail. The bodies weren't discovered until May 19th. The response was immediate. In late May, Elliott Lee departed Las Vegas with his mail party, accompanied by wagon trains and substantial military protection. 22 soldiers led by Lieutenants Burnside and Plimpton. The message was clear. The mail would continue, whatever the cost. As mail service along the Santa Fe Trail fought for survival, the nation itself was in transition. James K. Polk had given way to Zachary Taylor as president, and Congress was debating the future of America's territories amid growing sectional tensions. Henry Clay's resolutions provided a framework for compromise, and movement toward formal territorial organization was underway. The mail service was not just connecting distant regions, it was helping bind together a rapidly expanding but deeply divided nation. The story of the Santa Fe Trail Mail Service is a testament to American determination. Through blizzards and attacks, these mail carriers persevered. They weren't just delivering letters, they were connecting a nation, bridging vast distances with courage, endurance, and mules. From Thomas O. Boggs walking 300 miles through winter after losing his mules, to the 10 men who died near Wagon Mound, these forgotten heroes helped forge connections that would transform distant territories into a united country. The next time you send a text message or email, spare a thought for these men who risked, and sometimes gave, their lives to deliver words on paper across the American frontier. Their legacy lives on in every form of communication that connects us across vast distances. In their own way, they helped create the connected world we live in today. Join my Patreon community and discover my art print products on my website in the links provided in my description and link above. Also, if you would like a particular image from my videos, give the timestamp for image, and I will upload it to my website and Patreon. Thank you for joining your desert frontiersman Alan for another Southwest story. Check out my large catalog of Southwest videos and playlists on historical tales, legends, lost gold stories, and adult bedtime stories. If you like a certain image from my videos, tell me in comments and give timestamp. Happy trails! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.